Silent, and if you're here, sing the song. Oh. Yeah. Thank you, Bill, family. Jay, back over announcer. Casey, we need you. Casey Nicholson, where are you? Leave her alone and get in here. Yeah, let her know and get in here. She's a big girl now. Okay, all the young ladies who will take part in that. We shot registration is open. In the front table there, for all you ladies, we shot singing the drum. Where's your mic, please? Gordon. Okay, youth in Richmond, if you're going to take part in that, 15 to 24, you must have an ID. You must have an identification card with your picture, your birthday, and all that good stuff. Hey, Chico, take a break, get some fresh braids, and come back now.
All right, I'll be back. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Set up like this. Well, I'll be back for 7. We started.
It's 6 o'clock, and drum roll call at 6:30, and then we'll have introduction of royalty right after that.
How long? They start closing at 11 o'clock today? Probably about 10. 5:30.
Casey Nicholson, he's probably at the spot where he's going to get Indian outfit for calling him. Going to make up his mind if he should get out of line, stay and get his Indian outfit. Hey, what's going on there? Marvin, good to see you, Marvin. You know, before everybody got here, we had a workshop. The theme is also the sustaining our strength through indigenous knowledge. And the presenters for that little workshop that we had is getting bigger. And we have more people this year. And we started on Tuesday and Wednesday. We do it at 3:30 Wednesday. But the presenters are all queer from the Stronghold Society. Philip Rickman Jr. and Lynette Fubu from the Medicine World Project, and also myself. And we really had a good time. We had some good sharing of knowledge. And a lot of people that came really enjoyed the session. We weren't, it wasn't like a clinical thing, but just to share the knowledge of our ancestors and what they passed on to us. We passed it on to the younger generation. And I think it's very important that we can't keep those secrets of our ways anymore from our children. And, I was really happy to be here to be part of that. It was not just from the Cheyenne perspective or the Lakota perspective, but we looked at it as something that we all have in common. And every nation that's here, you know, we tend to look at our differences all the time. But if we really sit down and look at it, we have more in common than we do differences. And you hear the stories about different tribes that they say that were traditional enemies. But that's because people that wrote the history weren't us. We didn't write the history. They just wanted us to fight each other, I guess. So, all right. But when we sat down and looked at it, we have so much in common. You know, the only thing maybe our languages are different, maybe the structures are different, and maybe some of the ways we dress. We have to dress according to the region from our values, our beliefs, our lifestyle, even the way we talk to each other, the word system that we have, and we share words, really important. Because my knowledge that the way you speak to other people, you teach them how to treat you. So those are things that we share during the workshop. Good participation and good presenting. All right, entertain us here. Yeah, we're ready. Chico now, just get out here, over here. But Chico's got to get his hair done again for the next session. Okay, youth enrichment registration down here in front. Also, we travel at some places they call it backup or singing behind the drum. I look at it a different way. I say the women gave us the drums. They have every right to come and sing at the drum. The registration is right down there. See Mark and Diane. Oh, you ready? Good? All right, here we go. I'm not telling any more jokes. I'll tell you a story. I'm a storyteller over there on the side over here. Where are we at? Over here somewhere. Through that wall, that's where we're at. Me and Philip Whiteman, we're over there. But some of you guys don't know who I am. My name is Casey Nicholson. From Fort Bell, Montana. Hey, Benita, hey, Nancy, Nancy, was not good. Casey Nicholson, I said, no. That's kind of who I am in short. I come from the White Clay tribe in Fort Bell, Montana. They call us Robo, but we're not good ones. And I'm also a Seliga. I'm also a Gunny. I'm also a Arapaho. I'm also Cree. I'm also probably Mexican. Hola, ¿cómo está? I'm also, I found out I might be part black. I don't know. We did some lineage, and there's something there. In short, I'm just a mutt. I'm just a big old mutt. That's all I am. Yeah, I'm a mutt. So I'll tell you the story. Kind of a modified version of how I heard it, just to kind of connect more with the youth. And so fill up some time here. So you guys are more than welcome to relax and chill. I'll play you a couple of songs here. And not no worldwide, no flutist or whatever you are. I just like to dabble in the flute thing. And that's just kind of who I am. So I'll tell you the story here the best I can in a good way like that. Well, and it's always in a good way, in a respectful way. I know some Indians kind of get bent out of shape about some stories that are told, especially about their children's children or about their ex or about their child support money. I want to just tell you a story about what I heard about how the food came about, and I modified it a bit, just again to fit the children. So I tell stories to the children as well. And so this story is about this, and it's about a woodpecker, a red-headed woodpecker. And this kid, he's really pitiful. He's a really pitiful kid. You know, really scraggly braids, his breechcloth and his buttons all dried up and torn all over. And his grandpa's really pitiful too. He had a broken down lodge. It was probably about 5 or 6 withered teepee poles barely holding up his patched up lodge, his teepee lodge. And he had a sway back horse. And the sway back horse was just really swayed back. And that horse had a bunch of cockroaches and weeds in its mane and its tail. It's real pitiful, you know, little grandpa and his boy. One time, this chief's daughter was ready to get married. So that chief asked all of the men, all you men, bring your goods, all that you have. My daughter is ready to get married. She will pick out the best one. That she feels will fill her heart. So all the men came, all the good teepees, lodges, robes, jewelry, everything, horses, brought everything. And one by one, his daughter and his chief said, nope, not good enough, nope, on it, nope, nope. And there's this beautiful kid, this young man, young warrior, looking over there. He said, Grandpa, I don't have anything that these men have. I don't have none of that. His grandpa said, well, you just wait. You watch all these men, and you watch them all, and you will see what you can give her, what they have not given her. So you watch all these men, hundreds of men. Nope, him deny. Nope. That last man, nope. And he asked his grandpa, looked at his grandpa, he said, Grandpa, I don't know what they did not have that I don't have. Like, what can I give her? His grandpa said, think, grandson, think. So he really thought really hard. He looked, he closed his eyes and he envisioned what they didn't have. He thought about it. He's like, oh my gosh, they didn't give her any elk type of regalia. No elk teeth, no elk horns, no elk hide, no elk meat. I'm going to go get myself an elk and I'm going to give it to her. So he took off with his little ratchety bow and his crooked arrow. And he hiked up the mountain, down the mountain, through the water, through the streams. He got to this little clearing and he sees this big 7x7 bull. And it was huge. He's like, I'm going to get this off. So he started creeping closer and closer and closer. As he got closer, he started getting really, really nervous. He started losing concentration on his footing. He got closer and closer, and he stepped on a twig. And that elk heard it, headed out. And that kid is like, oh. So he started running. Up the mountain, down the mountain, through the streams, through the bushes. He got back to that elk. He snuck up on it again. He broke that twig. The elk ran off again. Again, he ran. He did this 4 or 5 times throughout the day. Eventually, it started getting dark. The sun went down, the moon came up. He started getting cold, really cold. Started getting cold. He started building a fire. He's getting down on himself. He started saying, man, I'm never going to be able to win her. You know, I'm never going to be able to get her. Man, she's really pretty. I really want her. Man, I'm never going to be able to get her. So he started praying, you know, hopefully someday I'll be able to marry a beautiful woman. And she'll make my heart happy, you know, beautiful. And as he's praying, he started falling asleep. And he says, fell asleep. In his dream, he dreamt this red-headed woodpecker came out to a tree. He said, when you wake up, young man, you're going to see me and I'm going to be above your head when you wake up. So he woke up, and sure enough, he seen that red-headed woodpecker. That red-headed woodpecker said, follow me. And the red-headed woodpecker headed out. So again, that young man ran up the mountain, down the mountain, through the water, through the stream, through the bush. Up the mountain, down the mountain, through the water, through the bush. Up the mountain, down the mountain, through the trees, through the water, through the brush. Eventually, he got to a clearing again. And if he could see this birch tree, it was hollowed out. And he seen that red-headed woodpecker was sitting on top of that tree. And there's a bunch of holes the woodpecker put into this tree. He said, hey, the red-headed woodpecker said, hey, it's pretty cool when the wind comes by and makes sound. So he made sound. And that kid's like, wow, that's so cool, man, that's really cool. How'd you do that? And that red-headed woodpecker said, watch this. So he put his beak in the hole, he put his wing on the hole, and he put his foot in the hole. And he said, when I do this and I move my feet, my beak, and my wing around, it makes noise. And that kid was like, wow, that's so cool, man. Holy cow, man. Wow, I want one of those. Red-headed woodpecker said, you want one of these? The kid's like, yeah, I want one of those. The red-headed woodpecker said, you want one of these? The kid's like, yeah. So the red-headed woodpecker showed him how to make it, did everything, got the kid a flute like this. He ran down to his grandpa. He got to his grandpa, he said, Grandpa, look what I got, look what I got. His grandpa's like, what is that? He's like, I don't know, but it makes music, listen. He's like, that's not music, that's horrible. He said, well, it's supposed to make music. Let's hear it again. He's like, oh, you're hurting my ears. He said, get out of here. You suck. Oh, Grandpa's sure truthful, eh? Get out of here, you suck. He said, go over there. His son was like, here? He's like, no, way over there. He's like, here? He's like, way. Over there. You want me to go way over there? Yeah, you suck. Like, way over there. He was really practicing. He's like, no, I can't get it. His grandpa walked over to him. He said, hey, you know what's wrong? He said, you didn't earn that song you're trying to play. You didn't earn that flute. He said, you got to go up to the mountain. You're going to fast for 4 days, 4 nights. on this 4 days, you're going to get these signs on how to play. I said, okay. So he went up and down. First day, he learned how to do one technique. And all you did is just blow. He's like, good, do that about 10, 20 times, you might get it. He said, now, second day he came to and he said, oh, I learned that new trick. He said, what is it? He said, oh, okay, I got that. So he practiced all day. Third day came. He said, now you got to do this. Just really like with your tongue. He's like, yeah, on the fourth day, you got another one. He's like, awesome. So he said, on that fourth day, you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be able to play a song. So he woke up that fourth day. He's like, wow, this is so cool. He headed down the mountain. He went to see his grandpa. He said, Grandpa, I know how to play a song. His grandpa's like, oh. He said, I don't want to hear that song. He said, go down there. That lodge down there. That young lady's down there. He said, go down there. I want you to play for her. And he's all nervous. He's like, what? What are you talking about? Like, what do you know? You know how the young boys get when they want to talk to girls? No, I don't. He's almost, Peter, I don't want them. I want to talk to you. You go down there and you play for that young lady down there. You tell her to stay in her teepee while you play a song for her. Well, this is so weird. What if she thinks I'm a creep? You go down there, forget the song. You go down there, we can't do right. Keep down there right now. So he went down there. And he remembered his grandpa saying, if you play from the heart, grandson, nothing can go wrong. If you think about it, it'll go wrong. Just play from your heart. So he got there. He tapped on that TV, hey? Hey, you in there? What do you want? Are you the chief's daughter? No, his wife. Oh, sorry, hold on. Are you the chief's daughter? Yes. Hey, he's just play a song. Can you stay in there? Oh, okay. It's kind of weird, but okay. Okay, just stay in there. So he's gonna really relax, play with my heart, and we'll see what happens. You know what she's standing there right in front of him. Standing right there in front of him. Her eyes were all welled up. Looked like she was about to cry. He's looking at her like, okay, and he kept playing. She was standing there right in front of him, just sobbing. He's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Any woman that really ugly cries. She's crying. She's like, hey, she's like, what? He's like, what? He's like, you gave me something that no one, all these men, they gave me robes, and they tried to give me robes and horses and TVs. She said, all that stuff, material stuff. I don't want material stuff because all that stuff can blow away with the wind. She said, all I wanted was what you did for me. That song you gave me, it seemed like you earned it. And you went on a mountain and you prayed for it. And then it came from your heart. She said, all I wanted from all these men was his heart. I didn't want a TV. I didn't want robes. I didn't want jewelry. I wanted his heart. They all came from material stuff. And you came to me with your heart. And that's all I ever wanted. So I thank you. And I will take you as my husband. And from that day on, they had about 20 kids, and got really busy. They can't watch any of them. They probably run around the Powwow right now. So, that's the story of the flute. That's my time, I think. And I appreciate you guys. That's some of my story. Come on over again to the storytelling room. Come enjoy yourselves. We like to laugh. We like to tell stories. Thank you guys very much. All right, how about a round of applause for H.P. Nichols? Yeah, if you want to hear some more, right over here, right through the store, take a left, telling story. All right, drum roll call in 5 minutes. Drum roll call. 5 minutes, you have to have 15 guys or more at your drum. And 4 push-ups, no sit-ups. No, I'm just kidding. Everyone has the drum to start making your way back to your place. At least have somebody there at your drum, 2 or more. Every time I look at one of these singers, they're yawning. Not that they're lazy or anything, they drove all night to get here for grand entry. Yeah, they've been bringing me energy drinks up there. Yeah, they gave me a coloring book. I know we colored with my grandchildren. Also, right after drum roll call, all royalty, be ready. We're going to have a session and see who can pronounce your name right. Boy, over the years that I've been announcing, boy, there's some names really hard to pronounce just by looking at the spelling. Why couldn't they just have a simple Indian name like Smith, Jones? All right, drum call time. Here we go. We're starting over here with make sure we're synchronized on the drums here. All right, here we go. Drum roll call. Mark Beat. Lame Deer. Free Agency. Big Octopus Creek. The Horses. Denver Singer. Harry Island Singer. Little Bear Creek. Rock Creek. White River Crossing. Crazy Horse. Newbury. Mile High. Southern Gun. Indian Horse Singer. Little Brave. Anybody at 17? Anybody at 17? A Nation? Who's at 17? But they're here, though. They're here. All right. Get the name. Showtime. The Crew. The Boys. White Bull. Hawk Soldier. Medicine Eagle. Young Bear. Red Iron Boy. Iron Hide. Star Point. Black Dakota. All right, everybody's here. Nobody's missing in action. Tyler, can you get the name of the drum at 17? Or do you have it on your list? We did have A Nation on your list. They weren't here. Are they there? A Nation? Bravo Nation. All right. Fill you in here. Your application is good. All right, last chance to register royalty. Bringing the book down there. After that, we're going to butcher your name. How many of you came to snag? How many of you came to snag? Are you snagging already? Right. But fair warning, don't get a hickey. Don't get a hickey. Because if you get a hickey, it won't mean they love you. It means you're easy. So don't be easy. Say no to hickey. So if you don't snack by Sunday, you're leftovers.
Don't be leftovers. Take it from a guy whose Indian name is leftover. You could possibly get freezer burn. Lark, are we chocolate registration? Lark has it right down here in the corner. Lark, if you raise your hand in the air, there's Lark. So come and see her if you want to register for We Chocolate. Also, royalty, I'm going to go ahead and butcher the names. Our 2016 Denver March Powwow Princess, Sinchangu Meskwaki Pueblo from Denver, Colorado. Miss Denver March, Kaya Claremont. Kaya.
I think that one year we allowed the royalty to introduce themselves. Boy, we heard some good speeches.
There she is, right there. All right. You want to go out there and then greet them as they come out? At this time, I want to introduce to you a young lady from the Standing Rock Reservation. She has been Miss Indian World 2016-2017. Raquel Whitehair, representing Miss Team Navajo. Come on up. Kaya, can you go out towards the middle more so we can get them out to the middle, please? Miss Etiquette celebration for Port Washakie, Carmen Tyler. From Etiquette, Little Miss Etiquette celebration, Oregon. Shakespeare. Sorry. Meskwaki annual Powwow Princess from Tama, Iowa, Elena Youngbear. Junior Miss Pahit Sinte from Pine Ridge, LSU Man. Miss Crazy Horse, Savannah Janice. Junior Miss Pejita from Pine Ridge. Chamiqua Janice. Little Miss Katea Topa. Ali Martinez. Miss Ogallala District, Lorraine Martinez. Shoshone Bannock, Future Festival Princess, Kalia Yanzi. Northern Arapaho Princess from Port Washakie, Saraya Whitebloom. From Allen, South Dakota, Miss Ogallala Lakota Nation, Lavera Badloom. Little Miss Teka Wachipi, Okola Ichie, Shantae Iron Horse. Missy, quit laughing at me. Junior Miss Ogallala Lakota Nation, Ogallala from Ogallala, South Dakota. Tristan Crossdog. I thought I just did this. Miss Techa Wachipi Okola Kiche, Ogallala Navajo from Alliance, Nebraska. Uriah Littlehoop. Miss Ute Mountain Ute Tribe, Ute from Toya, Colorado. Talia White. Little Miss Ogallala Lakota Nation, Ogallala from Porcupine, South Dakota. Tara Rular. Miss Southern Ute from Southern Ute Tribe, Ignacio, Colorado. Lorraine Watts. Junior Miss Southern Ute from the Southern Ute Tribe from Bayfield, Colorado. Alexandria Ramadou. Miss Pejuta Haka from Kyle, South Dakota. Elizabeth Ironhorn. Little Miss Pejuta Haka from Kyle, South Dakota. Duke Ironhorn. Dual say Ironhorn. Miss Perryman Potawatomi, Topeka, Kansas. Aislinn Jessup. Miss Shawnee County, Allied Tribes, Topeka, Kansas. Delia Jameson. Miss Teen Rosebud Sioux Tribe from St. Francis, South Dakota. Alexis Whitehat. Miss Northern Colorado Intertribal Powwow Association, Lakota Meskwaki from Morrison, Colorado. Wakia Claremont. Miss Jefferson County Community Princess from Golden, Colorado. Genevieve Jerome. Miss Crow Creek from Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe from Rapid City, South Dakota. Hannah Redis. Miss Pauline Sinte, Ogallala Sioux Tribe from Porcupine, South Dakota. Liana Featherman. Miss Crow Nation from the Crow Tribe from Hart, Montana. Shanita Nome. Miss Native American NMSU, a Navajo from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Lonnie Ray Padilla. Junior Princess Omaha Tribe from Macy, Nebraska. Talia Spears. Native American Marine Corps Veterans Association Princess Cheyenne Pomney from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, USA. Raven Morgan. Miss Hiasakawin, Ogallala Lakota from Ogallala, South Dakota. Santana Youngman. Lifetime Veterans Queen. Western Vancouver, Canada. Bernice Albert. Suquamish Renewal Senior Princess Lakota Thompson, West Vancouver, Canada. Sally Whitewing. I don't know about this one. Miss Native American St. Michael's High. Danae Ojibwe Tewa Kiwa from Fort Defiance, Kiowa from Fort Defiance, Arizona. Delilah Nakademia. Sorry about that. I have to come up here and beat me up. Circle of Life Academy Senior Princess Ojibwe from Menominee, Minnesota, Alicia Fox. Denver Indian Center Princess Danae Oglala Lakota from Denver, Najoni Mitchell. Miss First Nations UW Powwow from Shelton, Washington, Kashia Left-Hand Bull. Northern Youth 4th of July Powwow Princess Shoshone, Fort Duchesne, Utah, Ontario Arrowhite. Little Miss Hickoria from Hickory Apache, Dulce, New Mexico, Kaylisa Wanoskia. Miss Warm Springs Tribe, Warm Springs, Oregon, Katrina Blackwell. Santa Fe Indian School, Junior Powwow Princess, Crow Tribe, Santa Fe, New Mexico, Shiowen Ware. Miss Native American Events, Danae from Chitley, Arizona. Shantae Yellowhair. Miss Wambaliska from Standing Rock, Rapid City, South Dakota, Stormy Hayes. Miss Rockledge Ranch Princess, Dakota Southern Cheyenne Danae from Colorado Springs, Colorado, Cheyenne Emma Rose Wilson. Senior Miss Nebraska Winnebago, Sinchonku Lakota Ho-Chunk, St. Paul, Minnesota, Taylor Claremont. The 102nd annual Meskwaki Powwow Princess Meskwaki from Tama, Iowa, Elenia Youngbear. Lincoln Indian Club, Omaha, Nebraska, Naomi Leela. Miss Hickory Apache from Dulce, New Mexico, Jazz Lynn. She's Jazz Lynn, just like Cher, only one name. That's too cool for school. Miss Red Rock Day School, Navajo, Red Valley, Arizona. Looks like Cara Harrison. Eastern Shoshone Indian Days Queen, Shoshone from Fort Washakie, Wyoming. Jackie Washakie. New Davy First Attendant, Shoshone from Fort Washakie, Wyoming. Bonds, Washakie. Miss Manitoba, Sioux Valley, Dakota, Moorhead, Minnesota, Alexa Gabbard. Southern Youth Brave, Southern Youth from Ignacio, Colorado, Dominic Goodtracks. Traveling Princess, Spirit Lake Moyate, Fort Totten, North Dakota, Harley Walking Eagle. Junior Miss Yankton Sioux from Wagner, South Dakota. Jayla Brewer. Junior Miss Montpelier Luca, Oglala Sioux Tribe, Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Malik Fellas. Miss Indian Grassroots, Oglala Sioux Tribe, Danae Ridge, South Dakota, Pine Ridge. Messina White Bloom. Junior Miss Florida Seminole from the Florida Seminole tribe, Hollywood, Florida, Tommy Lynn Billy. Junior Princess, Miami Nation, Miami, Oklahoma, Jennifer Potter. Little Miss from the Iowa tribe of Oklahoma, Stillwater, Oklahoma, Cyrus. To have a new switch. No, I got that right. Junior Miss Aim, Grassroots, Oklahoma, Dakota, from Manderson, South Dakota, Autumn Kelly. NAWA Princess, Southern Cheyenne, Fountain, Colorado, Mary Autumn Flying Coyote. Ponca Tribal Princess, Ponca from White Eagle, Jessica New Moon. Miss Red Feather Society from Kyle, South Dakota, Fallon Sorbo. Miss Gallup Intertribal Indian Ceremonial Queen from Hickory Apache, Dulce, New Mexico, Lindsay Sandoval. Junior Miss Ute Tribe, Northern Ute, Port DeShane, Utah, Yampa Ridley. UPIC, Native American Braves, right? Northern Ute, Port DeShane, Tony Ridley. Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians, Team Miss Cherokee, 2016 EBCI, Alexis Jade Ledford. That's all I have up here. I'm not sure what's cooking. Oh, hold on, I have another one here. Two more. Holy, this is a doctor wrote this. Miss Colville Confederate Tribes, 2016-2017, Navajo, Crow, Colville. Shandina Spencer. Adams 12, Education Princess, Navajo, Lakota, North Carolina is her home. Elizabeth Standing Bear, Lightning Lodge. Holy man. My little plant child, I grew up back there, laughing at me. My little plant child. Mark Ronhorse, I need you over here, help us out. I got one more princess to go. From the dish back there. Oklahoma Indian Summers Princess, Tiana Long. Is there any more royalty out there? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
This Burger Pig and Dairy Queen.
And some child with a chicken laying on the couch in the back. Too much KFC. All right.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for all of our royalty? Miss Denver Mark, he is very much also here. All right, let's get in line for grand entry. Thank you, ladies. First of all, I'd like to welcome all of you to the second session of the Denver March Powwow here 2017. And as always, before we start, we always call upon an individual to send their voice to the Creator for good blessings here for this evening, so that everything will turn out in a good way, to give encouragement to those that are sick, to give encouragement to our youth that are having a hard time, to all of us, so that we can have a good time, a good life, because life is precious. We don't know when we're going to be called home. So at this time, I'd like to call upon a gentleman from the northern Arapaho. We have the people there. We send his voice to the Creator for us this evening. At this time, I'd like to turn the microphone over to Mr. William Stevens for our invocation. For those that can, I'd like to ask you to rise at this time to help us out here with this prayer. Welcome, hey, Denver, March Powwow. Once again, I'm very glad and happy to be here at the 47th annual Denver March Powwow here in the Mountain High City of Denver, Colorado. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I have been asked to humble myself before the Great Spirit on behalf of all the Indian nation and all of you that are present here in this house here. Very important and very glad to be able to be a partner of the year here at the Powwow. That, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, why is the man so sad? Things I hear, these small things I have been. Hey, whoa, Jane, all these fucking Hey, thank you. All right, you may be seated for a little bit here until we start a grand entry, and then I'll tell you all to stand up again. Okay, we'll be starting our grand entry with heartbeat. We'll be taking the living book from proposed for this gathering, Denver March Powwow. And then we're going to go down to where we left off. We're going to start with group number 12, New Green, Mile High, Southern Good, Indian Horse Figure, Little Brave on down the line. So stand by. You're ready. All right, heartbeat, you're okay. They said they want to start where they left off. The heartbeat's already there. Well, we're going to go down to New Grade, number 12. Be ready.
Also, the chocolate registration is still open over here with the lady in black right here in the front. She's wearing a black coat, black hair, black glasses, and no black eyes. Just kidding. Come and see here to register. So we talk about that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then don't ask. Because if you don't know now, you're never going to know. We're trying to get Missy enough points to sign up, but she's trying to be shy. For those of you that don't understand, we talk about is singing behind the drum. The ladies sing behind the drum. Those of you that don't understand, those of you that weren't born native, those of you that I don't know how much more to tell you. Non-Indigenous, but if you spit on something and send it to someplace else, they can tell you exactly who you are. What is that, Ancestry.com or something like that? How many of you know you're native in here? Make some noise. How many wish you were native? Make some noise. How many of you are native and you don't even care about blood quantum? All right, I was just asking. It's all good. Somebody got all serious. What is he trying to say? Nothing. Just asking a question. Want to welcome you to Friday night here at the Denver Coliseum, 43rd annual Denver March celebration. We're going to ask you in a good way to rise. When we ask you to rise, please rise. When we ask you to sit, please sit. When we ask you to make as much noise as you can, please make as much noise as you can. All right? So try to follow along. And those of you that were for the Native women designers and men designers fashion show, if you're here for that, you're in the wrong place. All right? We've got the 43rd annual second grand entry going on right here. And as Chris said, we're going to go through grand entry and do the best we can. Again, for those of you that don't know what's going on, it's all right. We're going to let you know what's going on. But for all of you that are here, you know, we're not trying to preach hate. We're not trying to preach negativity. We're trying to preach about love, positivity, spirituality. You know, a lot of people, they always ask us, you know, why do they bring that grass on the road? They rub it on themselves, or why do they bring that powwow? They rub it? Are they trying to do something against us? No, it's to protect ourselves, to be positive. You know, a lot of cowboys and riders. I was talking to Chico about this earlier. You know, they always say, how come cowboys, Indian cowboys, they do different things with the sweetgrass, sage? Are they trying to get a better edge on us, non-Indigenous cowboys? No. It's that the horse performs right. It's that they're in sync with that animal. It's that things will happen in a good way. It's not about beating anybody. It's not about being first. It's not about being fast. It's that we make a clean run and that we respond together as a team. So it's not about trying to win, trying to get an advantage. It's just that we do okay, especially that spiritual being, the animal, you know, those different things that we try to pray about, pray for, you know. So those are the kind of things. So when you see that happen, it's prayers. It's good for all of us. It's not just good for one. it's not about you, okay? It's about all of us. So, just in a good way to let you know. And for those of you men out there, I'm only speaking to you men. If you get a chance as a man, especially as a married man, if you get a chance as a man, go and buy something from our vendors. Okay? Take it home and put it away. And whenever you forget some wedding, anniversary, birthday, graduation, go and grab that present and give that to that special individual. It'll save yourself a lot of trouble. Just trying to think ahead. When I used to be a married man, always getting in trouble for forgetting anniversaries. So I always buy something and keep it on hand. This is the perfect place for that right here. Go check out our vendors. But we want to say thank you to all of our warriors, our veterans, our women veterans that are out here. And you're going to see it when we bring grand entry in. We're going to bring our legal staffs, our flags in, unit colors for where they represent, state colors, all these different things. They're going to be out in the middle of the arena, and we're going to pay tribute to them also. So, again, we're going to have you make as much noise as we can at that different time, and just kind of go along with us and let us know what's happening. So, we'll let you know. And that's what's going on. Also, if there are any single men or women out there that aren't Indigenous, and this is maybe your first powwow, and you're single, maybe you're divorced and you're back after a while, please, I implore you to not stare at the young Indian men and women. If you stare too long in Indian country, that means, hey, let's hook up. So if you leave early and go back to your car, and you somehow have the 27 to 33-year-old Indian man or Indian woman following you to your car, you may have stared a little bit too long. So please give that individual Native man or woman a few bucks and say, sorry, maybe next time. All right? Because you totally wasted our time by looking too long. So that's why you give a little bit of money and send them on their way. They're okay. You know? I tell you, that's how I bought my first car. So make sure to not stare too long, okay? All right? If you look them in the eyes too long, kind of look away a little bit, all right? Means you're flirting, you don't want to hook up, okay? Just kind of look away. So that's a little bit of etiquette. And we're going to ask you if you want later on to come out and dance intertribals when we have that time. So you don't have to be Native. You can be of any tribe and to come out and dance. But the one thing we ask you, and Chico asks you, is to not touch anybody's regalia, pull on anybody's regalia, or any of that kind of stuff like that. If you want to take a picture with somebody and kind of say, hey, and then you got to use your lips. Let's go over there. Yeah, let's take a picture. I used to have lips I could point at anybody. But anyway, that's how you do it, all right? It kind of looks crazy on Facebook, but it goes here, okay? All right? We're just a few minutes away. The guy here in the middle of the brown shirt, he is our arena director, making sure everything is lined up, making sure when we announce the people that they're there, and getting all of the dancers ready in the back. So that's what's happening. We're doing that pre-prep right now, so we make it all look good, smooth, and you're all sitting there going, wow, how did they do that? It's time right now to do that. So he's getting that prepared, and he is the boss. He is the boss. You don't need to know anything, he knows everything. I like that. Ooh, man, Chico knows everything. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to please rise and remove your headgear as we come down to our drum